Hey, we going live, man. Bump it. We on.
Let's get it.
We on, man. I don't want you to mess it up.
Let's get it, fam.
Hey, welcome to the Two Brothers. Two Brothers from C-Hillz. We live right now. Two Brothers from C-Hillz. We live right now.
What's that now? Fired up.
Hey, look,
What's
and we fired up, man. So, how you feeling, Trev? Pastor Jackson, we are here, baby.
Oh,
We're on and popping.
We ain't stopping. I'm just chilling, fam. I'm just cooling, man. It's good to see you on this Friday afternoon.
We're here now, buddy. Oh, snap.
You starting to stop.
New toys, man. We're on a lunch break right quick.
Yeah.
And now, coming in at 6'3", ready to slam on somebody's mama, we got Pastor Trevor Jackson.
Lord.
Let's go, baby. It might be a little loud for him right there.
Oh, they cool.
Might be a little loud. Coming in right now. And a good old roundhouse kick.
Coach Lindsay.
Mr. Troy Smith. Oh.
Who the coach? Pet coach.
Man, we on it, man. Who the coach? You know what's high school on, man.
Coach Petco, the coach.
Coach Petco. Hey, man, look.
Yeah.
Welcome to Two Brothers from C-Hillz podcast. We decided we'd do a little different, go live this time because we got some new toys.
Yeah.
In my daughter's room, and she's a little teddy bears and stuff in the back.
Oh, man.
But we on and popping. So we decided we'll go live this time, right, Pastor?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the remember wins. We need people to comment on the remember win when we live. Tell us what they remember too right now.
What they remember? Not already?
Yeah. No, not already.
On the remember win?
Nah, but we got them live. They're a part of us right now, they're part of the show. So, you know what I'm saying? They should already know.
They should already know. We should already know.
Yeah. To participate. You know
We're doing it new today.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, I'm your co-host, Troy Smith. I'm here with Pastor Jackson, a.k.a. I can't even say that out loud. But the big time guy. He got his bull hat ready to go. We don't play the theme music. He done ran through the tunnel. And it's on.
Ran off on the plug like fly.
Ran off on the plug. Hey, Trey, so what's on the agenda, man? Talk to us. Because you got a lot you want to discuss. We got a YouTube queued up and all that.
So on the last episode, let's take them back to the last episode so they can, you know what I'm saying, know where we headed or whatever. We did the Black Lives Matter. If y'all missed that episode, it's up right now on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Go check it out. We did our perspective on the Black Lives Matter and the agenda and the movement and where the movement headed and what we think about the movement. You know what I'm saying? And today,
what we think.
I wanted to speak on. Oh, what we think about it? You want to talk about that? You want to break it down for them?
No. That's just what we talked about. We just want to give them a little bit what we said, like you said, what our thoughts were about it. We didn't want to. We just gave our personal opinion.
Yeah, our perspectives on it. So on this episode, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about social media, fasting from social media, mental health or whatever. We could touch on a little bit of sports or whatever. And then what Bootsy said on his Vlad TV interview or whatever. Bootsy was tripping on that little Vlad TV interview.
Yeah, he was. He went ham. Now we gotta go ahead and let people know this is the Two Brothers podcast is more of we're gonna keep it 100. Now it's gonna be rated R, probably some adult content, not coming from me, but from our guests and other people that might be on the show. So I'm just letting you know. Give me a heads up. It may not be good for your little kids listening to it because people keep it 100.
Yeah,
100.
That's factual. That's factual.
It's factual. I don't want to mess that up. All right.
That's a factual statement.
So go ahead. So you talking about you fasting on the social media thing?
Yeah. I think that's necessary because, like, in this day and age or whatever, people are so consumed with themselves. You know what I mean? And you can get caught up in what other people doing and what other people got going on. And they up there just showing the highlights of their life, the good times. They ain't telling you what's really going on or how they got there or, you know what I mean? They just showing you the highlights. And some people try to keep up with that false image or whatever. Because that ain't how everybody living all the time. And then you could, like, if you're a creator or a content creator, like, I say take a break from it so you can refresh your brain, get your brain back right. You know what I mean? Your thought process clear.
Get a detox from?
Yeah, detox sometimes, man, because it can be an overload. I know since they updated these phones or whatever, they show you the time that you on your phone. Do you got that on your phone?
That's kind of scary, bro. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, and people be like, mine will say 3-4 hours a day, and I'll be overwhelmed by that. But I have some partners.
So they actually literally watching you?
But now they know how long you on the app and when you log off the app. I forgot what that's called on the phone, but it do it weekly.
That sounds like regular analytics right there.
Yeah, it's your
regular phone analytics or something like
that. Yeah. And some people be on there for 10, 15 hours on their phone. Just, you know what I'm saying?
But the phone has everything in it, man.
It got everything.
The phone has a lot in there. Everything is in it. And you got to be careful. If you're up there hitting different websites, you want everybody to see you trying to clear all the cookies and cash out. I'm not saying I've done it before. I'm not saying I've been there, but just in case I heard from somebody.
I'm guilty. I done did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm guilty.
Go on the track, clear out your history out, and clear out your cookies and everything. Then you got to go to every app to make sure it don't pop up.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking suspect out there.
Oh yeah, you don't want to look suspect. You know what I'm saying? That's correct.
But it's important. It's important though, man, that you mentioned that sometimes you got to detox from the social media stuff. If you got a business on social media, it'll be tough. If you run your business, you're a real estate agent, if you're a salesperson, somebody, it could be tough for you to try to cut off or get away from it because a lot of business may come from it. But it is important that you don't let it over consume you though, because everybody got to realize people putting their best on social media. They're not putting their worst. And sometimes you measure yourself up to that when you're not. It's not what's going. You're not doing that to people. Trying to measure up to your best of what you're doing. Nobody gonna put their worst. And if someone is putting their worst on social media, nobody want to be their friend anyway.
That's true. And their worst might be their best.
Yeah, it might be. But sometimes I don't see people that make posts to try to keep it real and let people know how it really is in their life. They're going through all the divorces and they got multiple divorces they done had. Kids and everything else is going on that may be in a bad situation, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm just scrolling past that. I want to see that stuff." You know what I'm saying? And that's always
my perspective on that is like, if it's hard for you to do it, take a week or just take one day to see how difficult it is for you to fast from it and see how addictive you is to it. Because a lot of people are addicted to things and they don't even know they're addicted to it because they haven't tried to remove it. They're okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being addicted to nothing.
To nothing. Well, I made a video yesterday on motivational page on Most Moto. If you don't follow that, please do so. But I was talking about how can you overcome someone. How do you know when something no longer has power over you or someone doesn't have power over you? And basically, when you no longer thinking about it all the time. See, if you knew me growing up, you may not know, but man, I had a really infatuation, a deep relationship with Debbie Cakes. Me and Little Debbie used to be real tight. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was back to where I used to go down the street to Goodfellas or Kelly's or whatever just to get one 25-cent Debbie cake. And like crack feed, man. See, the reason why I get one though is because if I got the whole box, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I and
it was $1 back then for a box.
Well, for about $1.09. But see, you used to be able to get one Debbie cake for around for 25 cents. I remember I used to go across town, bro. Because the one I used to go across town, whatever store that may have been carrying Hostess, I leave that store and go get Little Debbie. I say, hey, you get Little Debbie's here. Now we got Hostess. I go to Waggles. So Waggles never had my Debbie cake. And I want to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but I realized that when no longer Little Debbie had my mind, it's when I just all of a sudden just stopped wanting it. I mean, I used to always say, man, I gotta stop eating these Little Debbies. I was in college, man. I used to have Debbie's on deck, man. I used to have my old roommate Billy could tell you. I used to have Debbie's on deck in my pockets, all over the place. This is Mike. Used to have Debbie's on deck, man. And And then all of a sudden, I just stopped having it, stopped wanting it. I didn't even want it no more.
That's how I used to be with Doritos. I used to be like that with Doritos.
With Doritos?
Lord have mercy. Yeah, the Doritos. But them Debbie's, I wonder why, like you, huh?
Go ahead.
I wonder why haven't nobody came out with a Big Deborah. We need to patent that and come out with some cakes called Big Deborah.
Hey, that's dope. Big Deborah. Why? Because Little Debbie grown up.
Yeah, Little Debbie done grew up, so we got these Big Deborahs. And we had the same cakes, but they big.
But they bigger.
Yeah, they bigger cake.
That's not good, bro. That's not good.
I know, and we should do it. I ain't trying to kill nobody for no money.
But what I'm saying is that so if you try to stay away from the sugar, what they black people call the sugar with diabetes, you try to say I gotta quit eating sweet stuff, stay away from the sweets, and then you start saying, okay, what can I? And then every time though, and you can let me know if this is true or not in your perspective. If you continuously think about something so much and say how I don't need to do it, I need to stop doing it, you oftentimes keep doing it.
Yeah.
But it's like an old relationship. When an old relationship, if you stop thinking about the person, that person no longer exists in your mind, and that person no longer has power over you. So that's the same thing with the sweets and all that stuff, or anything else. If you think about it so much or stop thinking about it as much, next thing you know, you realize you don't have power over me no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's how you know when something no longer has power over you no more, you can just say, you know what, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm removing that out of my life. It's not even a part of my mental. It's not repetitively in my mind, my thought process no more.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I think it might be important though to briefly touch on, because the people that have not heard the two brothers from C-Hillz podcast. Look, we talk about everything from array of politics to just thought process in general, what's going on. But what's most important is that we're talking about two brothers from the projects that's no longer having the same mentality that we had before.
Yeah.
And that's what two brothers talking about, how you can be from the hood as well, but then still think outside the box of the bigger picture compared to always small-minded of the hood and the block.
Yeah. And it's only two ways out of the hood. That's what some people don't realize. Like, it's more than one way out the hood. You don't have to be a ball player or a drug dealer, a ball player to make it about the hood. It's multiple ways.
Or entertainer
too, yeah.
So we hear about at times, you talking about how you want to get out the hood. And Dave Chappelle made a joke about it. He said that, man, you learn how to play basketball, sing, rap, and do something. But that's all we knew. We thought that the way you make it out is if you rap, do some type of entertainment, or you actually play sports, you might get out that way, or in box.
Yeah.
You locked up. You know what I'm saying? So we're showing that two brothers from C-Hillz, which stands for College Homes, which is AKA Ridgebrook, one way in, one way out, showing that we can have those discussions about life outside of the project.
That's a fact.
As simple as that. So briefly, we got to touch a little bit briefly, because we're not going to be on here all day. But briefly talk about last week, we talked about the Black Lives Matter as an expression and Black Lives Matter as a movement. Yeah. Different between the two. Because we went to go look at what we believe in on Black Lives Matter website. Had some questionable things on there where my main thing was like, where's the black male in all of it? And it didn't have the black man on there. And that's what kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, the black male wasn't mentioned nowhere in the whole what we're about. Ain't that what it was? The what we're about.
Yeah, besides where at the top where they show the black guys have been murdered by police brutality, they did mention there, but it didn't say anything about how it's trying to increase the awareness of where the black man exists. That's what bothered me. It really had me perplexed. Yeah. So I decided to actually look into it even more. Then I talked to you about, talked to some other folks about it. They're like, wow, you're right. I don't see the black guy here at all. Yeah. At all, not mentioned. And I guess it bothered me so much, Trevor, because I am a father, man. And I never grew up in the father's house, and it was me and my brothers and my mama. So that's all we knew that was normal. And I see what they're talking about how they want to make sure that the families, that it says families, the mothers and the children and their parents, but no, the parents is not mentioned in regards to male or female. So like if you're a heterosexual male, it's like you're not welcome in that.
Yeah, yeah. But a homosexual male is more welcome, even though it's, you know what I'm saying? Some people might not agree, but
you don't want to get that. You don't get that out. Get them, no folk out to you. Don't mean, but what it is just talking about from the sense of where, once again, black men don't have a place even within the black movement.
Yeah.
Compared, you know, how we face on the outside.
Yeah. That's crazy, but that's a fact though. Because in the statement broke down that they're supportive of everything black, but they said especially women, trans women, and I forgot, and they were saying that it's a global movement.
It's global movement. They broke everything down, but they mentioned. See, I think that if you talk about Black lives in general, it doesn't matter what it has to break down to. It don't matter if they're disabled. It don't matter if they're men, women, whatever. It's about Black lives matter in general.
Yeah,
not just
it should be simplified.
Yeah, simplified that way. But when you break it down in those subgroups, and then you miss out the one group, which is men and boys. Black boys, it's like it kind of throws you off, and that bothers me a little bit. So, Black lives matter as an expression, though, means that Black lives are important.
Yeah.
So there's nothing derogatory behind that. Black lives matter as an expression, I think, would be different from Black lives matter as a movement, because the movement may speak for certain things that you may not agree with.
That's the truth. Now that you broke it down right there, it might be for something that you don't agree with. That's
now,
actually
LeBron said it's a lifestyle. You can't change your skin.
It's permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't change. I mean, you can change. No, hold on a second. You can change it. Michael tried to change it. You know, some people try to look Kim change it. You know, people trying to change this. Have you seen Sammy Sosa lately?
Oh man. He like a bar of soap, don't he?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That brother was dark skinned woman, whatever. You like a ivory soap. Yes.
Oh, I got something to tell you about how valuable a black skin is also for the people that's listening to this. Since Black Lives Matter, I did some research on and I want people that's listening to this to Google this right now. The price of a gram of melanin. You know what I'm saying? You know what?
Like the actual skin, the melanin in your skin, black skin?
Yeah, the melanin that's in your black skin. See how much a price of a gram it is. And it's $350 a gram.
Oh,
a
so
gram
people
of,
are like sucking the melanin out.
Yeah, they're taking that melanin because they say that the melanin as black people, we have superpowers. We the original people. It's certain things that melanin protects us from that it doesn't protect everybody else from. That's why it's like, I don't want to get too deep and too scientific.
Damn, but when it's brother, it's blue over there, brother. I mean, like, the closer you are to the equator, the hotter it is.
Yeah. And the darker you are, the more valuable you is with that melanin, the more valuable your melanin is. So it's $350 a gram for some melanin, and it's $40. Yeah, it's $40 for a gram of gold.
Wow.
That's serious. Yeah. So I was thinking about, like, okay, so why is this Planned Parenthood and, you know what I mean, the abortion places so close to the hood or whatever? Are they trying to suck the melanin up out of the babies before they even be created? You know what I mean? So they can make it a profitability situation.
It sounds like it's pretty serious, man. That's now you're going. Is that conspiracy or is that real life?
Nah, that's real life. That's real
life.
That's factual. Yeah, that's factual. $350 a gram for melanin.
So it be people out there just slanging melanin like it's dope.
Nah, they can what is it called? Extract it out of the human body. You know what I'm saying?
So people out there slanging a quarter key of melanin, just throwing it out.
Okay, it's people. We don't know, but we can research what is the benefits and the superpowers that melanin contains. I know one thing, it protects us from the sun. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. And it gets healthier and it rejuvenates from the sun. The sun is healthy on the black skin. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you get that sun and you go home, take a shower, you have that glow. You know what I mean? But
you got the glow. Doom, doom, doom. You got the glow. You don't know what that's from. She don't know about that. The Enter the Dragon.
That Bruce Leroy. I know about Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, Bruce, you know Bruce. Okay. Is it Enter the Dragon? The first what's the dragon? Was Enter the Dragon?
Something about a dragon.
That's Bruce Lee. That's the Bruce Lee version. I don't know. But yeah, trying to find the fortune cookie. But look, man, let me ask you something, man. So what, before we get ready to head out, what now? You asked about playing a little Boosie clip.
You got the little Boosie clip lined up?
Yeah, well, it's lined up. I got to make sure. I'm letting you know now, folks. It's got some cursing in it. But Trevor want to talk about this right quick about Pastor Trevor, Pastor Jackson. I'd like to share some thoughts on this. Yeah. It's called Boosie on saying F God is what you're talking about after his cousin, little sister, OD.
Okay, yeah.
All right, let's see.
I've been going through
over 2020.
Yeah. Projects about 2020.
Facts. Well, you actually said, "Fuck you" to God.
Yeah.
I've been going through
over 2020.
Yeah. My little sister, she OD.
Wait, what happened?
My little sister, she OD.
She okay?
She dead.
Your biological sister.
Not my biological sister, my hood sister, the girl who come up under me. You know, she died, OD. My first cousin OD 2 weeks ago. My first cousin OD 2 weeks ago.
People taking drugs more. You know, we talked about this last time. You said the trap houses are bumping right now. People are getting high to try to get away from reality right now.
I've been taking a lot of losses, a lot of death. My family.
Yeah, man. I'm
and
sorry.
And then he, it's crazy because he's taking the good people. Right?
He's taking the good
people. People don't hurt nobody. And shit. I'm getting back though. You know, I've been praying more, you know, before I go to sleep and shit. You know.
He said F God. So, he said F God. Then he said I'm praying more in S.
But you get what he's saying though. He said been going through a lot though. 2020, people been going through a lot, man. You agree to that?
Yeah. People going through a lot. Yeah, everybody going through a lot in 2020.
Everybody going through a lot. People question their faith, questioning God altogether. But what's your thoughts? What's the reason why you want to play that clip? Because I got some thoughts behind that.
I got a lot of thoughts about it. See,
go ahead. You got a couple minutes.
That clip hit me, and then something about a thought process about church hit me too. But so he's saying F God because his family members got the coronavirus and died. Basically, that's what.
No. He said they OD'd.
Oh,
they ain't get the corona.
So I wonder if God told him to do drugs.
That's what my thoughts are. So because oftentimes we'll be blaming God for the decision that people have made.
Yeah.
Now, corona, nobody chooses to do that unless there's some people out there that was doing people was licking poles and doing weird stuff and they put money on it. Who get corona first, they get the pot.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to people actually doing drugs or choosing to do certain things, is that a God thing or is that a personal decision?
Yeah, that's a personal decision because you choosing death. You choosing death when you choosing drugs. Like if you choose to drink and smoke, you can OD on alcohol. You can OD on weed. You know what I'm saying? You can OD on anything. I thought Vlad was talking about the coronavirus. That's why he said F God. But Boosie was talking about OD, overdosing on drugs.
He said God taking the good people that don't hurt nobody, but they hurt themselves.
Well, okay. You can't blame God. You got to know where God is at and where the devil is located at. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The devil and God. Okay, so the devil. The devil, when you're doing drugs, you opening the door for the devil to come in.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing the wrong things, you got to know that this is the devil's alleyway and this is God's alleyway. So when you're doing right, you're showing love, you're peaceful, doing what God's will is, you opening the door for God to enter in. When you selling drugs, when you're doing drugs, when you cursing, when you fighting people, you opening the door for the devil to enter in. So you got to know which alleyways you going through. You can't blame God for opening the door for the devil and you coming through. You see what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Well, that's true. I mean, but that's so breaking it down. What he was talking about and piggybacking on what you're saying. You know, when people are allowing that to come in, allowing the devil to come in there, but you know that's what happens. You allowing it to come in, he takes over. But I think what we got to realize too, 2020 has been rough for everybody, been for a lot. It's been great for some. I know it's been a great year for me.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? But then there's some. But I don't have so many years where it wasn't great, where I want to celebrate and get my flowers now. You follow what I'm saying? I want my flowers today, compared to having to wait till later on. So, yeah, you do too. Everybody that's listening to this do as well. I mean, so I get where he's talking about how, you know, everybody can get to that point like F God, F this, F that, because it's tough. But like he said, he's getting it back together. That's why I'm glad he brought it back around and say, hey, but I'm getting myself together. So I'm going to pray more. Because sometimes you got to build your faith up. And then you start realizing outside of that, that ain't have nothing to do with him. The good thing is he gave you free will. He gave you free will to decide if you want to do that or not, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
He gave you a free will.
Yeah. Now, I know your time's short. I got another topic, but I know your time's short.
No. I just don't want to. Yeah, we do, but I just don't want to run over as much. You know, go ahead. You know, the longer we make it, the longer we'll just get out of here.
Okay, so
I want people that's looking right now.
COVID-19. Okay, since coronavirus been, do you think the church has failed us?
In what manner?
Okay.
Can I tell you what? One thing they had to learn on the fly and show that it doesn't mean that you got to have people in the room.
Okay. What I say, do you think the church has failed human beings and people of whatever faith that they're involved in those churches or whatever? I just want to say it's a scripture. I don't know the exact scripture in the Bible that God said, don't fear nothing, only fear me. I forgot that scripture. But
don't fear man.
Okay, do you think the church?
I know in Matthew mentioned about don't worry about today or tomorrow, because tomorrow take care of itself. Take care of the day as it's called today.
Yeah.
You know, they said, do you see the flowers, or you see the flowers worrying about where everything comes from? No, it's taken care of. So in that manner, there's no need to be worried about anything.
Okay.
Take care of the day as called today.
So is churches back open in Tennessee?
Yeah. I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm in
I mean, I'm not, because guess what? You can do the same thing that you're doing in the parking lot or in a building at the house. You can still give. You can still be. I get the fact of being around, and then the presence is different. It's like being at the game. Being at the game is more exciting than being at the house at times.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so if we go on to, it's deep what I want to say, but I don't know how to say it. Okay, so yeah. So the reason the church is still closed in North Carolina, basically.
Yeah.
Really. So what I'm saying is that I think the church has failed the people of the faith because, like, why are people scared to go into church? One, and why are they scared to open the doors of the church when God tell you don't live in fear? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you don't want to be, but God also wants you to have wisdom too. Now, some people that's not be living in fear, they being not smart, they go in there and catching that COVID, they wish they can go in. But you got go ahead and finish your thought though. So I want to hear what you said they failed because they're not giving other people have not be afraid. Is that what you're saying?
Fear nothing. That's what the Bible, fear nothing.
Yeah. You have to fear nothing, but you also want to be smart. Like you say, you don't have to go to the doctor, but you'll be smart to go to the doctor because God has put, giving people that has that skill, they got talents to be doctored on you if you need to. You follow what I'm saying? Okay. That's why it's called a practice. They can't always be correct all the time, but they practicing to make sure they get better on the next run. But like at the churches in general, it's using wisdom. You got to be wise. Now, look, you can also, you don't obey the law of the land. Now, of course, the law of the land can be, well, no, you can be that guy to say, I'm not doing church because the government saying don't do church or do public whatever. If you realize church is actually within you, though.
Yeah.
Church is wherever you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can start a Bible study at the crib with 5 people. My family, that's the church. I mean, when it comes out, that's the church. You. Now, if you want to, so if you want to go and want to be around a whole lot of folks and say you're not scared of gangsters, I ain't gangster. You ever seen Harlem Nights?
Yeah. Most definitely.
You remember when Quick was going to try to fight that mob boss and saying he ain't no punk?
Yeah.
And your boy Richard Pryor said, he said, hey, you don't want to be 26, dead, but on your tombstone it said, but he wasn't no punk.
Man.
He ain't no punk. He wasn't scared. He was full of faith. But he went out there and got corona. No. You can go do that.
And that's also a scripture, ain't it? The church is within you.
Yeah, of course. The church is in you. You are the church. You are the body.
Yeah. Okay.
Now the church had different gifts in there. You know, you got prophets and all these other spiritual gifts that can bring the body together. But you can have prophets at the house. You got apostles at the house. You got preachers at the house. You got teachers, evangelists at the house. You got evangelists that can get online. That's the great thing about this stuff. You can get online and have a full congregation of folk online virtually. You're doing the same thing. I don't have to be in the building to do that.
That's true. That's true. I understand a little bit better.
But if you don't, if you ain't feeling, I understand though. It's a good thing I have two opinions.
No, what I was thinking because I was just reading. I was thinking about fear. I was just totally consumed by that word fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
But it makes did it make a little sense though? Do you think it still failed them? I was like, nah, it still failed though. I don't care about that.
If the church is within you, now the church outside of you, the place where you go to congregate with multiple people, I don't know, man. They show signs of fear.
You can still be at your house though.
Yeah.
Right now, Trevor can start a Bible study, start a church at his house with him and his girl.
That's
2 members.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You got 2 members right now start a church right now.
Yeah.
At the building.
Yeah.
Now I want you to go to sleep though, so we're gonna go ahead and get ready to get up out of here though, because that boy gotta go to bed.
I'm up 24 hours all the time.
But look, man, look. So, well, we gotta hit the people with that thing we do though. Look, next time when we just did a test run of going live and doing this to see how it would be, and but we might end up doing this again on our actual Two Brothers from C-Hillz page. How about that? Well, we actually got it looking clean, looking good, but we want to test run out with the new stuff we got and see how things going. But hey, before we go, what we got to do to remember when?
Okay. You want me to start it off?
Yeah, of course. Because remember when, to let people know that it's one of those things you remember whenever, it don't matter if it was a week ago, a year ago, when you grew up, when you was in a project, when you wasn't, whatever it may be. Remember when. That's what we're going to talk about right now in this little part. Go ahead.
Okay, so do you remember when? See, I've been watching the NBA a little bit lately, and the shorts going back like back in the day.
They going back to Coochie Cutters?
You remember when they had the Daisy Dukes on after hooping?
Yeah. I do.
They got that now. They starting to go back that direction. I remember that, but I don't know that it looked weird nowadays though. You know what I'm saying? Dwight Howard had on a pair the other day.
Dwight Howard, well, Dwight Howard, doing some things that people, they starting to wonder a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
But do you remember when for officially Debbie cakes were 25 cents? And they were bigger. I know you ain't paying attention to them nowadays because you're on the vegan tip. Don't want to eat no sugar.
I don't pay. Yeah, I ain't paid attention to them in a long time, but I remember there was 26 grams of Debbie cake of sugar, and that's you're only supposed to consume 26 grams of sugar a day, and one Debbie cake, 26 grams.
And one Debbie cake, one soft drink.
Ooh.
One soft drink. Huh?
I tried every last one of them too. Swiss cake,
every last one of them. Swiss cake, all of it. Oatmeal pie.
Deeper cake. Yeah.
But then the last thing, do you remember when though you used to be able to give somebody a hug?
Oh yeah, you can't do that now. You gotta give them a cold elbow.
But what you got, what's crazy is that when people walk up on you though, like they know Corona still out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild, man.
When they still walk up to you like the Corona not like it's not in your face.
Yeah.
Especially when look, let me tell you something right now. PSA announcement. Do not walk up to nobody's kids and try to hug on them. Just look at you, trying to touch their cheeks and stuff. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's how you get shot, days, man. Yeah, don't be. I be seeing people say, "Hey, come here. Oh, look at you." No, he's good. He's good. Yeah, you try to be nice about it, but you don't want anybody upset. But dude, people gotta realize, man, you can't be doing that, man.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's wild.
Well, look,
that's wild.
Man, better get hit before he go to sleep. We got Pastor Jackson gonna go to bed. Hey, look, man, I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to us today. Like I said, did a test run on Facebook Live. But be sure to look up Two Brothers from C-Hillz. Subscribe to it on any podcast platform. Right now, it's on the Trevor Jackson podcast show. Yeah, we're gonna get it all transferred. We can have his own dedicated spot, man. But until then, man, we holler at y'all though. All right.
Baby.